Well, hello, welcome back. Never Trump conservatives have been very frustrated with diehard Donald fans for not caring about the presumptive Republican nominees' ideological bona fides. But my next guest has an explanation for this, and it involves significant crossover with pro wrestling, of course. It's Dolph Ziggler. Woo! He's a WWE superstar, and Dolph and I have been working on an article for FoxNews.com, which comes out tomorrow, that's all about how the presidential race is just like pro wrestling. And I think it is. It's an absolute circus this year. Is it because of Donald Trump's past in pro wrestling? Is that what set the table?
I feel like that's part of it, but also, even if you don't know anything about his past, if you've been paying any attention this year, you'd be watching all the debates, everything he says on Twitter, late night, anything you can imagine. It's all about a draw and being an obscure person that everyone wants to see do something, and he's the guy to
watch. He uses wrestling taunts. I mean, he uses a lot of the pageantry and the template that make pro wrestling so successful.
Twitter is a huge part of wrestling, I guess, but no, he is.
But his persona is very much like.
Yes, he gets it.
He's snapping to a Slim Jim every day.
Yes. Is that why?
Yeah, or a chunky Hillary, either way. That's sweet.
No.
So, speaking of Hillary, you sort of laid out how all the candidates mirror wrestlers, which I thought was very interesting because you said, and I don't know how he's going to feel about this, but I asked you who is the Hillary Clinton of the race in pro wrestling, and you said?
John Cena, which totally makes sense. You're laughing.
I am laughing because I'm picturing John Cena in a sky blue pantsuit. He's
pretty good.
One of our cameras.
I mean, it might be a step up from the jorts that he wears, but either way, he is. It's true. He's presumptive nominee all the way through. Everyone thought this is it. She's going to, no matter what Bernie says, no matter what other Bernies come and go in sports entertainment or WWE, there's always outsiders clamoring to try and be the face of the WWE that John Cena is.
So she's the face of the Democratic Party.
Absolutely.
He's the face of WWE.
Yes.
She has very high unfavorable ratings. Does John Cena
He's
have
about 50-50.
Really? Okay.
That's pretty good, right?
I don't know. Is it?
It depends. It depends what city you're in. This is a huge part of the WWE universe. Our fans, they are very vocal, and they can sometimes change things around. And with John Cena in the ring, sometimes it's completely hijacked by the crowd. 50-50, 80-20. I've been in the ring when they are, let's go Cena. And my favorite part, Cena sucks. And it's so fun when you're out there because they're so engulfed in the match. They're having a good time. But it's also, it's a joke, but it's also, we've seen this guy, this superstar, for 10 years dominate and make his way all the way through.
Very
and he is not going anywhere soon.
He's been around a long time.
He's on top for a reason. Yes.
Hillary Clinton is still here, regardless of her detractions. And you say you had two Donald Trumps, but I want to talk about one that's most interesting, which is Brock Lesnar, because he had a big fight this weekend, and you saw a lot of parallels between the guy who crosses over between WWE and MMA and the presumptive Republican nominee. How so?
Absolutely. When we originally came up with this idea for the article, I had a completely different aspect for Donald Trump, but more recently, it's someone like Brock Lesnar who can dominate. Everyone wants to see him. A lot of Vegas.
And he doesn't care, does he?
He doesn't care about anything, but he wins, and he goes out of his way to say he doesn't care about the fans, which is amazing because it makes the fans love him that much more because he dominates.
And Trump does the same thing with the Republican Party. He's like, I don't need the Republican Party.
Keep pulling the rug out from under me. I don't need it. I don't need your help.
Have fun.
It's the same. It's very similar. It was actually very oddly similar that it was Brock will say anything he wants, whenever he wants. He doesn't care because he's going to back it up one way or another.
Okay, well, I care because you're going to be in Cleveland next week. You're going to show us around. You're going to show us how your hometown is ready, able, and willing to host the RNC. Are they ready?
I hope so. They're preparing.
Is your family worried at all?
No, they're not worried. More about me. They're not so worried about where they are. They're not anywhere near where the convention will be. But I've been hearing for months about lockdown, and the situations that are happening right now are making it way more intense and exciting. All right, and if people want to know who you are in the presidential race, they're going to have to wait. FoxNews.com. Check out the article tomorrow. And you'll find out who is Dolph Ziggler in all of this. I'll give you a hint. Who am I? He's got "Don't Tread on Me" on one of his wrestling vests. Such a tease. All right, thank you, Dolph. Everyone says that. Thank you.
We'll see you in Cleveland. Very good.
See you there.